everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today I'm sharing how I make this scrumptious barbecue chicken platter, including these juicy Turkish chicken shish kebabs. So let's get started with the recipe, but before that, please do consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a big thumbs up. So the recipe is very quick and easy. All you have to do is marinate your chicken and let it rest for at least a couple of hours, and for best results overnight. All the ingredients are mentioned on the screen as well as mentioned in the description box below. So now let's get to the process of making the marinade. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to puree my onion. You have to make a fine paste of it. Add maybe a little bit of water if need be, but usually onions, they have moisture of their own, so they don't need it. And in the marination, you want to use only the juice from the onions, but if you don't mind having a sort of a chunky marinade, a sort of a chunky layer on top of your chicken after it's cooked, you can add the entire thing too. So for the chicken, I am using chicken thighs. You can use boneless chicken breast, but chicken thigh is usually more tender, it's usually more forgiving, and I personally think it's more flavorful. So my chicken thighs are about medium to small size, so I'm cutting them in 3 to 5 pieces, just like you see here. If your chicken thighs are bigger, you can cut them into 6 or 7 pieces as well, but I like to keep them a little bigger because they always shrink once they have cooked, and I want them to be super juicy and moist, so a thicker chunk is gonna be even more forgiving. So now all I'm going to do is I'm gonna add this chicken into a fridge or freezer safe bag. You can put it in a container, this is optional. I just like to do it in a Ziploc because the marinade, sometimes it can tint your containers, especially if you're using a plastic one, and this is super quick and mess free. So now all I'm going to do is add in the entire marinade. Make sure to get it all in there, and you want to massage it, just mix it all up in this Ziploc bag, and you want to keep it overnight for best results. And this is where you can also make it a part of your meal prep. You can make them into your desired sized bags and put them in the freezer. Then you just need to thaw them and bake them or cook them later whenever you need. It's perfect for any busy day. So now after it has been resting overnight, I am going to put it on a skewer. If you're using skewers, make sure you also put them and soak them in water overnight. This prevents them from burning, especially if you're going to bake them or you're going to barbecue them on a grill. So for the skewers, I am kind of threading them in a zigzag manner just so that it has these waves and the chicken can cook through evenly. Also, do not crowd your chicken. I don't put more than 3 or 4 pieces. Just let them have a little bit of a gap in the middle so that they can cook through all around, and they're not raw in the middle while they're burning and hot on the top. That's also another way to ensure that your chicken is going to be super tender. Now, since we're making a platter, I've also chopped up some vegetables. You can choose any vegetables of your choice. I'm just using some onions, some zucchini, and capsicums. These are my favorites and also what I had laying around in my house, but you can do any vegetables you want. Now I'm going to put my air fryer to preheat on 200 degrees centigrade. If you are baking this, if you want to bake or cook this on a stove, please refer to my Malai Boti video. I am linking here for you guys. It has all the instructions that you might need. So now once it is preheated, I am using a little hack to make it even faster and mess free. I have a piece of parchment paper which I've added to the bottom of my air fryer. Then I'm putting the vegetables, and then this came with my air fryer. It's a wire rack, and on top of the wire rack I have put my chicken. And if you don't want to use the skewers, this is how you're going to put them into your air fryer, just one piece at a time. Do not overcrowd them so that the air can pass through. And now I'm going to air fry this for 15 to 17 minutes. If you're using plain pieces without skewers, it would be done within 8 minutes. And halfway in the middle. I like to turn my chicken, but it's completely optional. So while that is cooking, I prepared some white rice in my instant pot with a little bit of salt so that they do have some flavor. And I've taken out some of it, and I'm adding saffron essence or saffron extract to it. If you don't have the extract, you can use plain saffron, dissolve it in some hot water and add it on top of your rice. And for layering, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some white rice on my plate, followed by the yellow saffron coated rice. So usually I like to do this step before my chicken has done cooking so that I can plate it up right away, and also rice can absorb all the moisture and the flavor of the chicken as well. So now you can see that the chicken is fully done. It's charred, it's beautifully cooked. I'm gonna put that on top of my rice, and I'm gonna put the vegetables on the side, and you have yourself a delicious meal within 30 minutes that is gonna probably be enjoyed by the entire family. And I love how the vegetables, they absorb all the juices that the chicken oozes out. And for even more extra flavor, I add this oil back on top of the chicken or rice or vegetables. So that was all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this recipe. If you did, please do give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And if you try this, please do share your recreations with me on my Instagram page, which is by the same name, the homemaker baker _ falakalik. Until next time, the homemaker baker over and out.